CryptosRUs. I am George. We're all George. So, this late night stream, I'm dedicating it to one specific altcoin, and that is XRP. And why some people think that it's going to go to $589. So, what is going on with Ripple? Is there anything to explain its recent rise? Well, I'm going to cover it all for you guys, and I'm going to reveal this big secret code that a lot of you guys have not solved yet, and it relates to XRP in a way, sort of. I've been giving clues, and I'm going to reveal it again. So thanks for tuning in. As always, smash the like, subscribe to the channel if you are new. 2 streams every day. You know what? I was thinking about my morning stream. I may change the time to 11:30 because I know that BitBoy shows before mine. And whenever he goes long, it really cuts into the audience that comes to my show. So I may change that to 11:30 a.m. and then leave it at 8 p.m. At night. So definitely follow me on Twitter if I do decide to change so that there's no confusion. And also follow me on Instagram. There's a lot of cool clips that's on Instagram and also Facebook. All right, guys, let's do this. Smash the likes and let's learn. Let's learn about XRP together. All right, guys. So Bitcoin is actually doing pretty good. It got up as high as 59,400. You can see there's a wicked down spike, downwick that went all the way to 5,800. These exist because the whales are liquidating longs. This just came out of nowhere. I just didn't even notice that until recently. I mean, Bitcoin is doing just fine. If you just ignore it, you're thinking, okay, it's at 59,000, but you know what? It actually dropped a full 1,000 points. This is, again, why you don't want to be greedy and leverage like 100x longs. You're going to get liquidated. That's what these do. The intended purpose is to liquidate the longs. So I don't care what anyone says, how good anyone's TA is, and they're telling you to use leverage, and it's going to be a guaranteed thing, and how you go make so much money utilizing leverage. Guess what? You're probably going to get wrecked. What they don't tell you, what they don't show you is when they get wrecked. And this happens all the time, despite the fact if you zoom out, you think, okay, Bitcoin's pretty steady. You zoom out some more, it looks like it's not moving. But this kind of drop will destroy you. It will destroy you with your leverage. And I've been showing you guys this, just to prove my case. I mean, look at it. Look at all these reds. These are longs liquidations. Long liquidations, not short liquidations, right? So yes, the longs have been getting destroyed. Despite the fact Bitcoin is so strong right now, at 59,000 looks like it wants to break above. You know what? There's a lot of greedy traders that continue to use leverage longs, and they continue to get destroyed one after another, after another, after another. Just don't do it. So it just happened. It just happened right in front of our eyes just before I started the stream. So be very, 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 very careful. All right. Before I get started, I do still. I'm going to talk more about my giveaway, and I'm going to expand this quite a bit. But make sure you subscribe to the channel, all my social media, and also check out Georgecoin and refer other people, and the secret code, which gives you 100 entries. Pay attention at the end of the stream. I have a video to show you. Utilize that as the ultimate hint. Some of you guys have not got it. I know a lot of people got it. It's not that hard to figure out, but stay tuned for that secret code. We'll give you 100 entries, but I am planning on adding a lot more giveaways to this, so make sure you subscribe to all my social media and everything else that's listed in there. All right, so let's get started. What is Ripple? What is XRP? The two seem synonymous with each other, but they're really not. They're actually two separate entities. You have the XRP ledger, which is the decentralized network that actually controls and utilizes XRP. I should take that back. It doesn't control, but it utilizes XRP. And then you have a company, a for-profit company, not an open source project, a for-profit company called Ripple that owns most of the XRP in circulation. In fact, over 50%. And they were gifted this back in the day. So Ripple itself was created by Jeb McCaleb, Arthur Brito, and David Schwartz. David Schwartz is now a main figure with the XRP ledger. Jeb McCaleb, then along with Chris Larsen, you know what? They kind of turned Ripple to where it is now, into this huge powerhouse. And you know what? According to this, they have hundreds of banks signed up. And they also have financial institutions like MoneyGram that is signed up. Now, keep in mind, not every institution or bank signed up utilizes their current technology, and that is the one that actually utilizes XRP. I'm sorry. No, it's not XRP. It's not Xcurrent. It's another product. I forgot what it is. But what they're trying to do is being a bridge currency to replace SWIFT and to be a bridge between all the banks. But you know what? Not every bank that signed up to Ripple utilizes that service where it needs to use XRP. The biggest one is MoneyGram, and I'm going to talk about them in a little bit. Now, there has always been class action lawsuits against a lot of lawsuits against XRP and Ripple because the two are so close entwined, and plus people didn't like the fact that Ripple, was gifted all this XRP, and how Brad and Chris Larsen and all these guys, they sold a ton, and the whole model is just a little bit confusing. So back in 2018, there was a class action lawsuit against Ripple alleging that it schemed to raise hundreds of millions of dollars through unregistered sales of XRP tokens, right? So this sounds very familiar when you have any kind of ICO or any kind of token offering, right? If there's a promise for the token to go up in value, okay, for the most part, and then not a utility that people are just buying it to see the value go up, then it could be seen as a security. That class action lawsuit actually just went away. But then the SEC decided to step in. And this is the recent one that they've been battling for 4 months now. The SEC went after Ripple and their two executives, and I'm talking about Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larsen, for conducting a $1.3 billion unregistered security offering. And not only that, they're charging Brad and Chris for selling off their tokens without disclosure. So that is the latest thing right now, okay? That is the latest thing. Now, why is it going up right now? Why is it pumping so much? A lot of people have been asking that, and I've been digging. Ripple actually is now, it's not an all-time high. All-time high is like 380 something. But in recent times, it got up to about 70-something cents, came back down with the lawsuit. Now it's above that, and now it looks like it wants to climb even more and possibly get above $1 and continue on. And if it does so, it's going to start moving up the ranks and get behind Ethereum where it was before. And possibly if it keeps going, it could be number 2 above Ethereum. And just to give you guys an idea how crazy the XRP pumps have been in the past, back in 2018, there was a time where XRP was so hot that the market cap actually exceeded Bitcoin's market cap. Yeah, that actually happened. So that's how hot XRP was back in the day. Back in the day before it went on a 4-year crypto winter and really never recovered until recently. All right, so what news drove things up? Well, this SEC lawsuit, there's been a lot of setbacks, or supposed setbacks, by the SEC. So here's the latest, and this came out actually not too long ago today, that reports that there's a couple of documents and emails that the SEC is trying to show in court has been redacted and removed so that they can't utilize that as ammunition anymore. And the XRP guys are seeing this as a very, very, very bullish move, that the SEC doesn't really have anything and that Ripple will win the lawsuit. So this is the one news that really drove things up. There was rumors like a few weeks ago about how the SEC had a weak case, and the judge was siding with Ripple, but I don't know, that's hearsay. But this is actually true, that a judge actually threw out a couple of documents here. So here it says, on March 31st, a New York judge granted Ripple's motion to temporarily seal 4 documents and ordered Ripple and SEC to agree to redactions by April 2nd. Ripple's lawyers managed to convince the judge to grant redactions in 2 email exchanges. One is between Brad and an anonymous person about RippleWorks, the company's nonprofit VC fund. The second is between anonymous parties discussing the public perception of XRP and Ripple's control of it. So those 2 emails, along with these 4 other documents, have all been redacted. So this is why I believe Ripple is pumping, because a lot of people, XRP army is strong, is very strong. Despite that XRP has been on a downward spiral for 4 years, XRP continues to stay strong. There are certain channels dedicated to talking about XRP news every single day, and they're very strong. That shows you how strong XRP army people are. But anyways, because of this is why it's going up. Now, what's the deal with some of the other things that's going on? Well, let's look at this. I talked about MoneyGram, right? I talked about MoneyGram because they were very involved with Ripple. Ripple actually bought a huge share of MoneyGram, and Ripple pays MoneyGram a ton of XRP every quarter to basically utilize XRP as this bridge currency, this just transfer currency, right? But unfortunately with this SEC lawsuit, MoneyGram is like, no, we don't really want to deal with XRP, so they put their relationship on hold. So that is not a good look. But right now, you know what? The XRP army is ignoring that, basically saying, you know what? It doesn't matter. We don't need MoneyGram. Things will be fine without them. But really, MoneyGram is the biggest partner for Ripple in terms of actually utilizing XRP. A ton of the other institutions that signed up, they don't utilize it. So that's the problem. But maybe that's not a problem. Maybe that's not a problem at all. And here's one where Brad says, even if Ripple loses the lawsuit, can they continue to operate without XRP? I don't know how that would work, if they would have to sell off all of their XRP or they would have to give it away. Can they survive this lawsuit? And according to Brad Garlinghouse, yes. Even if they lost this lawsuit and they could no longer touch XRP, they would be fine because they're a firm that is meant to help others. And you know what? They're go figure it out, which would be really, really hard to do so, in my opinion, but who knows? I just don't think Ripple can survive without XRP. Their whole model is really to sell XRP to these large institutions and financial firms to utilize. So we'll see. We'll see. Now, what about this $589 thing? Okay, where did that come from? It seems so silly, but where did that come from? And what are some realistic, price points that XRP could get to? Well, doing some research, XRP like $589 or even $11,400 one day. I was researching this. I'm like, where did this really come from? Who created this? So according to this article, there is a person, who is it? I'm sorry. Before when I said Kern, it's actually XRapid. That's what I was thinking about. It's XRapid. So there's a channel called Working Money. I don't know if they still exist. They broke down the economics of what would happen if XRapid basically started eating away at Swift. Swift is the dominant powerhouse right now when it comes to settlements between companies, banks, worldwide, central banks. Basically, everyone utilizes Swift at this point. But XRP wants to displace them and basically become the new Swift. At least XRapid is trying to do that. So this guy was calculating if XRP captures, say, 1%, 5%, 10%, or 100% of Swift's market share, what would that equate to? So doing some math, Swift actually approximately processes about $4.7 trillion on every single working day. So if XRapid took 1% of this business, the daily volume of XRapid would go to about 47.8 billion. Okay. What about, and by the way, with that, XRP would be at $5.56. What if XRP accounted for 5% of the volume? Then it would be at $26.62. And 10% of Swift volume would be at $55.6, right? And you could do the math. That's how they get up to $589, because they believe, or whoever this person believes, that XRP will basically take over almost all of Swift's volume and one day get to $589 or this insane $11,400. I don't even know the math. You calculate the circulating supply times that, just doesn't make any sense. But you know what? This is where it came from. And a lot of people within the XRP army also feels like this is coming. Now, I'm going to say, no, it's not coming, because if you take $589 and you times it by 100 billion XRP in circulation, that's an insane number of money, right? There's just not enough money out there to make up for that. But with that said, okay, what about some realistic price figures? Where can XRP head up to if not $589? Well, there's two things. One is a short term, one is a long term. Short term, you look at this, XRP hits 2-month price high in the wake of Ether rally, right? Ethereum rallied, now it's XRP. I would argue XRP is now rallying way more than Ether. But if you look at this, whoever charted this, is looking at XRP, how it broke above its recent high about 70 cents, and sees XRP rallying possibly to $1 or $1.30 on a breakout above the neckline resistance, which it has right now. That's why it's at 80 something cents. So according to this person, Balani, XRP could be heading to $1 or $1.30. That's at, temporarily, right? Temporarily, the dollar is only, 15% away, 20% away. But what about long term? Well, long term, we know we're in altcoin season, and you go look at this headline. Latest altcoin season fueled by XRP, Tron, Stellar pushes crypto market up to $2 trillion, and that's pretty much where we are right now. I think, we're really, really close. 1.98, 1.99. We're really, really close. So with altcoin season, I would say in swing, not in full swing. It's in swing. So with that said, where can XRP actually head up to? Well, look at this. Look at this insanity right here, right? I mentioned XRP going to $3.80 something cents back in 2018. This is the tail end of the bull run in 2017. And look at where it is now. It's not even close to halfway. It's like a third. No, it's a fourth. It's not even a third. Right? So where can XRP realistically head to in this run? Well, I've been saying how Bitcoin and everything else can go up 10x, right? But when you have true FOMO, when you have so much FOMO, that logic just goes out the window. Can XRP go back up to $4 and go beyond $4? You know what? That's very, 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 very possible, because I've been saying how Binance Coin, Ethereum, Polkadot, Cardano, if Bitcoin goes up 10x, they could go up 15x, 20x, I think, easily, if Bitcoin goes up 10x. Can XRP go up 10x? Yeah. XRP 10x from here would give it 8.5. Yeah, $8.5. What if it goes up 20x? Then it would be at like $17. Man, that's very, very high. That's very, very high. So by the end of this run, I'm going to say XRP could be around $17, $20, $25. $25 if Bitcoin continues to go up and goes up this 10x. Obviously, if Bitcoin doesn't, Bitcoin goes up only 2x from here or 3x or 5x, then I think the landscape's a little bit different. But with that said, if Bitcoin completes this 10x that a lot of people think it will, I think altcoins will be sky high. Maybe XRP could get up there, 10, 15, 17, $20, maybe even higher than that. So the potential is definitely there. But this is the reason why XRP is going up. And this is the reason why some people think it's going to go to $589, although I still think that's very, 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 very unlikely. All right, so hopefully you guys got learned a little bit about XRP. All right, and like I said, at the end of the stream, I'm going to give you a clue about the secret code. 3-digit code, just think about it. What's 3 digits? All right, that's it. Let's do some Q&A. There was a guy named Jason that said that I didn't look at his super chat 3 times. So Jason, if you're watching, I want to point this out to you because he kept asking about DSLA protocol. He kept asking about it probably because it's been pumping up to the moon. But I looked at it, and this is like an insurance play. And I don't really like insurance. Look at this. A hedge against infrastructure risk, adds native risk management and parametric insurance capabilities to your application network. I don't like it. I don't like insurance for crypto. I think it's just too new. You just can't verify, how good they are at this point. There are a lot coming out, but, I'm not a fan. Just to let Jason know, because I feel bad if you really super chatted me 3 times and I missed it. All right, SPI shopping. I've looked at this before. I think they're a little early. Basically, they allow you to buy crypto. I mean, not buy crypto, spend crypto and buy things from places like Amazon, Walmart, eBay. This is more like an add-on. This to me does not seem like it needs to be a project, nor does it need to have tokens. This is like an add-on. Then there's other sites that already allow this, and plus you could get your own Visa debit card or Visa card, and you don't even need any of this. So although I think that the concept is okay, I just don't see it long term. Downward spiral, appreciate it. Can you talk about Tron, your price opinion, John? Asks, Tron and BTT and all these other things that's pumping just really makes no sense. Tron guys will say it makes sense, but they're really in it for a pump. Like Tron going up 100%, BitTorrent going 70% doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But remember, I told you, even this morning, I'm like, don't be the last one holding the bag, because when things go up this much, they tend to go down really fast too. So you can see BitTorrent is down pretty significantly since going up insanely. I remember yesterday BitTorrent's market cap was like 13 or 14 billion. So I don't even know how it seems like they've gone down so much. I don't even know how that makes sense. But yeah, I mean, you know what? People are just excited about Tron and their NFTs and Justin's marketing shenanigans, and that's why they pumped up. So that's really all there is. Thoughts on KuCoin? I've been telling you guys, exchange tokens are about to get hot, and KuCoin is very, very hot. They're almost at $9. I think they were above $9. And also, you know what? There's just a lot of great use for a KuCoin token. I mean, you get dividends back, you get trading discounts, there's token burning, right? There's a whole lot of things. And they also have a lot of derivative stuff too. But here's the thing. Those of you guys that are in the US, if you can't get on Binance, where else do you go, right? For all these altcoins. Usually Binance at US. But even some of you guys living in some states can't get to it. So what's the next big exchange? It's KuCoin, right? So that's why it makes sense. A lot of people are flocking to KuCoin right now. Plus, with Coinbase's IPO coming up in about 9 days, a lot of people are looking at exchange tokens such as KuCoin. So I think it's going to be a good hold. Look at BCP, which is a trust swap launchpad product. Well, it's a lot of work right here. Where's your launch pad? There we go. Where's BCP? Bit Cash Pay? That's what you're asking about? I'm guessing that's BCP. Staking and yield farming, decentralized lending, DEX, fiat in and out, Crypto Academy, all in one. That sounds like 100 other projects. Oh, this is why people keep asking about Cellframe, because it's on here. That's why. People are looking at all these IDOs and trying to get rich off of them. This sounds like a whole lot of other apps that also serve the same purpose. So can't really tell if it's good or not, but let's just quickly look at it, see if their team is listed. White paper, where's the team? Maybe the team is listed. Blockchain advocate since 2015, real estate company owner, founded the first P2P lending with crypto lending in Philippines. I don't know. Something about that picture I don't trust either. Look, just look at these names. Look at these names, okay, of the companies that he's founded. Richline Realty, Fast Cash Online Lending. And then now you got Big Cash Paid. Those just make you want, you know, just... I think you guys know where I'm going with that, right? He's purposely creating companies and names that promises quick wealth. And I think that's what this project is all about. OSM on CoinGecko. Well, no, it's not Cosmos. Options market. So I'm assuming they're about options. Dual accelerator vaults. For creating and trading and redeeming fully collateralized option contracts for any ERC20. Alright, so buy and sell asset at predetermined price. Okay, so yeah, so it's options. I'm not very interested in that at all. So I think right now there's too many derivatives as it is, and I'm not gonna get behind any more derivative products. VeChain finally hit 10 cents. How far do you think VET could go? Top 10 for sure. Top 10 for sure. It started climbing. Kind of slowed down a little bit, but still, I think it's going to be top 10. So that's short term. Long term, it could be top 3, really. So I think they have a long way to go. Superbid, low cap. Blow up your e-commerce, a Superbid influencer auction. Get the opportunity to participate in 1,000 influencer-led auctions. Okay. So it's like an influencer social app. I don't know. It could get hot or it could not. With these kind of social media stuff, I don't know how. You know, you got to get the network effect, and if you do, they could blow up. But there's a few. There's a few that's in this space. Maybe they could do well. Maybe they won't. A little too early to tell. Card Starter, apparently a first insured project accelerator for Cardano. Not sure it's a scam. Well, did you hear that from Rand? Because that's what he's saying. That's one of his projects he brought up. Basically, Rand is all about Cardano. He's looking at like Launchpad products because he's looking at guys like Starter and stuff like that, and they're doing really well. So he's looking at, like, say, Card Starter, which is something like that. He was mentioning something about it. I don't even think they have a website yet or a token listed. You know, with that said, you know, if you look at Starter, they're not doing that well, right? So I don't know. Rand is all about, at least from what I gather, he's looking at a lot of things within the Cardano ecosystem right now. which may be a little premature because Cardano's not done yet, but who knows? Who knows? You know what? I looked at Unlock. I looked at Unlock Discount Protocol. That was the one that I looked at this morning. It's not just NFT play. They allow you to unlock multiple things. It could be your website. It could be your blog. It could be a video. It could be a membership program. Yeah, it's not this. It's on CoinGecko. Yeah, I actually looked at it this morning. It actually looked pretty interesting. And Coinbase Ventures behind it. Mark Cuban is supposed to be behind it. I think an unlock discount could be a good one. Could be a good one. Sorry, I can't pull up. He's on CoinGecko. Mellow token. No. Yeah, I can't find it. You guys got to stop looking at CoinGecko stuff. I don't want to keep flip-flopping between the two sites. OMG. You know what? OMG is actually doing pretty well. I saw them pump up recently. A layer 2 solution. You know, they had a partnership with Tether. Still not back to their glory days, but they got bought out. So I think that kind of dampened their crowd a little bit, you know. But I think as a layer 2, I mean, besides Tether moving to them, I don't really hear much about them. I think they're just kind of hanging around at 1.2 billion, if you call that hanging around. Julian asked about WanChain. You know what? WanChain did a complete 180. I mean, they're actually coming back because they were in the supply chain space and they couldn't compete with VeChain, so they decided to go all out with DeFi now. So they're all about DeFi. And you know what? I think they already have some partnerships. I heard of other people talking about them. And you know what? It seems to be working. They're coming back. They're coming back. You could see they were close to $10 at one point, right? So obviously they have a long way to go. I generally don't like projects that just completely rebrand because it kind of shows they gave up on what they were working on. But you know what? Maybe WanChain can come back. Maybe it could come back. What happens if you buy Spank on 1 inch? That just sounds wrong. I don't know what happens. You tell me. You tell me. I'm not even going to look at this because I know what it's about. I know you're trolling, but it's okay. At least I got a super chat out of it. Can you explain why exchange tokens might pump with the Coinbase IPO? Well, think about it. Because if Coinbase is worth $100 billion, people are going to look at what's this exchange worth and what's this exchange worth. And people are going to look at it and come up with some value. So all of a sudden, exchanges like Binance and KuCoin will look very, very undervalued because they don't have a stock and you value them by the market cap of their tokens. That's why. That's why. So Travis, appreciate it. Big super chat. Have you heard of Happy? I think I have. Sounds very familiar. Yes, I have before. I didn't like it before. It's just whatever. It seems like they're in the Oracle space, and I don't trust any Oracles outside of Chainlink. So, and they seem to have been pumped up quite a bit recently. Frontier, I actually still do like Frontier. I like Frontier because of their relationship with Avalanche. They're entrusted to do a lot for Avalanche. So I think that's going to help them in the long run. And plus they're a DeFi aggregator, although they don't have much yet. Bakery Swap got kind of weak because DeFi got a little bit weaker. There seems to be a lot of trends everywhere. So before it's DeFi, then moved to NFT, and then moved to exchange tokens, moved to storage plays, moved to smart contract plays. It moves all the time. So Bakery Swap is kind of under people's radars now because for AMMs, Pancake Swap is the one everyone looks at on Binance Smart Chain. So Bakery Swap, hopefully they could come back. But they've been relatively weak as of late. Where are they? I don't even see them listed unless I passed them already. I don't know where they are. Fake. Yeah. See, they're kind of just hovering right now, right? Hopefully they could get back to where they were, about $2-ish. But they did go up quite a bit, though. They did go up quite a bit. R-A-R-A, Rari? What is that? Rareable? I don't know if it is. I don't know if it is. I mean, they have quite a large market, market space for NFTs. But yeah, they're on some bad exchanges. And also, there's just so many NFT marketplaces now. So that's why, I don't know. It seems like it is. And based on volume, it is. But there's just so many NFT marketplaces. So who knows? Who knows? I loved that UBX before, and not upbots. I still don't know why everyone keeps shilling UBX. It just seems like they're a promising blockchain with a whole lot of DeFi that's built in, but it seems like they're doing what everyone else is doing. I don't see any competitive edge or niche that really makes them stand out. So maybe some of you guys can comment on that, but there's a lot of people that's shilling it. Juicy, there is no FUD. The more you talk about it, the more it gives the FUD power. If you do your research, you realize that it is FUD, just drop it. Good projects will always get past it. That's why I tend to not address FUD, because what it does is give people who caused it more ammunition to continue to FUD. So basically ignore it. Isn't more institutions joining the game a bad thing for crypto? It means more short selling, manipulation with tons of fiat. No, institutions don't do that. It's more the smaller whales, the traders that want to do that. For the most part, these institutions that's jumping in, they're replacing their cash reserves with Bitcoin, or replacing their gold reserve for Bitcoin, right? But I may be not even saying that because JP Morgan was fined for manipulating silver, right? So some of these big institutions can be doing that. But we know we know Bitcoin will survive and Bitcoin will go higher. The reason why I like institutions coming in, not because I really want to see institutions dominate, it's because they're bringing in a ton of money. They're bringing a ton of money, and that's what we want. You need liquidity, right? And that's what we didn't have in 2018, 19, and 20. And now we do have it. So that's right. Aave making a comeback. Well, they're still one of the biggest lending companies out there. So yeah, I mean, they're not going to go away anytime soon. Where are they actually? I'm just curious. Yeah, they're still around 400. Ever since they peaked out at 500, they came back to 400. They've been just kind of hovering there. This is part of the reason why I say DeFi, is not as hot as before, because a lot of these companies just really, they kind of just got stagnant after a while. Carl, thank you. I'm still bullish on Chainlink. You may have noticed every time someone asks me about an Oracle play, I say no, because Chainlink is the big dog. No one has come close to replacing them. And as long as the market continues to do well, and so will Chainlink, which is why they're still a big cap, and why they're holding on within, top 10, right? Marbrand, appreciate that. What do you think about Megacropolis, a game like Decentraland, but have much better virtual economy? I haven't looked at them, but there's a lot that's like that now. Besides Decentraland, there's Sandbox. There's another one, Somia or something like that. Now there's Mega. There's a lot popping up. I don't know if there's enough players to really buy land and buy items. So I don't know. Unless there's really some competitive advantage, like the team or something like that. If you're just saying better virtual economy, I don't know. Seems like they did pump up quite a bit, and now they're just stalling out. And where are they at? Uniswap. Yeah. If it's not on a big centralized exchange, it probably won't pump that much also. Charles likes Argo. It has gone nowhere. Yeah, that's one of the projects that he really shilled because it's a close friend of his. And I looked at it. It's like a DeFi play, like a giant protocol for DeFi. I kind of looked at it. It's very scientific, just like Cardano. Has gone nowhere. So maybe it'll go somewhere, maybe not. You know, Charles tends to like bash everything out there. Bashes Ethereum, bashes Polkadot, basically said Cardano is the best on earth. So I'm quite surprised to hear that he said Ergo is like light years away from all these other guys. So I don't know. Raven. Raven's about tokenizing things. They were one of the first ones to really get involved, you know, but it's built on, I think it's a fork of Bitcoin's code. So they're doing everything on Bitcoin's network, or a fork of Bitcoin's network, I should say. So I don't know. I haven't really kept up with them. I know what they're about, but I don't know if they're doing anything special. Like in terms of right now, like all these synthetic creations for, say, NFTs or DeFi, I don't hear much about Ravencoin being involved with that. It's quite interesting. There's a lot of projects that's in that space, but I don't really hear about Ravencoin doing that. Florian, appreciate that. Anchor, still bullish. I mean, Anchor just got a ton of traction after they got added on Coinbase, but as for the idea itself, to just have one node click deployments, it's okay. It's okay. Someone says, I think API 3 will moon. Maybe. I don't know. In terms of all these Oracle plays, and that's what API 3 is, it's just really hard to prove themselves. They gotta get enough traction and enough projects to utilize them. Uniswap price prediction. Uniswap has been doing pretty good. Their market cap went up mostly because their circuit supply went up, which is kind of weird. I don't know how that worked. If they unlock more tokens or something, because the overall token price didn't go up that much, just the market cap did. But Uniswap, obviously backed by Coinbase, the biggest DEX out there, or AMM out there. A lot of people looking forward to V3, so they could definitely do very well. Theta also, I talk about Theta so much, Philippe. You know, Theta is definitely a big cap you want to hold. They have so much going for them. Their biggest decentralized platform out there, streaming platform, period. They have great advisors, great teams, so they got a lot going for them. Any news on XRP listings on exchanges? No, not until the SEC lawsuit goes away. You know, maybe they'll settle sooner than later, but some of these other ones with other projects have gone on for years before they were settled, right? A lot of XRP guys are cheering on because they see this and they think, the SEC's go cave. That's not the case. There still could be a long way to go in this battle. But you know what? I guess it's good for XRP bag holders, right? Bag holders, they're finally getting some relief, which is good. Okay, here's one. UBX, incredible platform, DAG token, built on DAG. DocuSign Notary, building lifetime airdrop, no mining, next generation platform. But I don't get how that's different. There's a lot of DAGs out there, which doesn't require mining. Built-in lifetime airdrops, that just seems gimmicky to me. Why is it next gen platform? Is it fast, interoperable? A lot of other ones are like that. So the only thing really is this DocuSign and Notary setup, which dApps can satisfy. So I don't know. I guess you could say, the combination of it makes it unique, but why is everyone shilling it? Everyone seems to be shilling it at the same time, and that makes me very, very, very suspicious. But maybe it is a great project, but I don't know. It just doesn't stand out to me as something that's really, really different. Maybe do they have a terrific leader or a terrific team, or do they have terrific traction right now or partnerships? I don't know. What is this DD coin? I don't find it, John. Best moonshot under a penny. This is not a channel to find out the best moonshot under a penny. Dude, don't try to get in on those pumps, man. That's how you go get burned. So many newcomers in the space. They just want to get in on pumps, and you know what? They get destroyed. Just like people that utilize huge leverage. You don't want to do it. Orchid decentralized VPN, I think they're okay. They got added on to some big exchanges relatively quick, so that does help them. Yes, they are on Gemini, but also on Coinbase and Binance and Kraken and pretty much every single exchange out there. So yeah, they somehow got it done. I know one of the founding members, the CTO, Jay Freeman. So he was always a smart guy. So they could do well. They could do well. Orion Protocol. I'm supposed to be interviewing them tomorrow. So they're a great project. I really like them. They have a new terminal that combines all the liquidity, makes trading very easily, non-custodial trading, and they have a lot multi-chain also. So I think they're very good. MCO2 token is Brazilian, somewhat limited. WRX coin. Yeah, WRX coin is just being pumped. It makes no sense that an Indian exchange would be pumping when there's so much FUD and regulations from India. Just makes no sense. So I don't put any value to that. What are you asking? There's no DigiCoin, John. Polygon, I think overall is pretty good. Will BPro get listed on Binance? I hope so. They're on KuCoin already, so hopefully they get added on Binance. Is Gate.io a safe exchange? Sometimes they're slow. I've used them on a few occasions. Not long term, so I don't know. They've been around for a while. So, but still, be careful with any of these changes. You just want to be careful. All right, guys. Let you guys go. Overall, Bitcoin was doing fine until this happened and just wrecked a lot of people. So don't use leverage. Christopher asking, no on the BS around Ripple Shady Pass. Would you consider trying to get in on them coming to the XRP pump? That's a very hard question. But if you're following the 50, 25, 25 rule and you want to put some of that 25%, you want to fill that with XRP, that's up to you. But you know what? Seeing XRP's past, they have gone up on some crazy pumps. So this could only be the beginning. In terms of the fundamentals, the token economics about them replacing Swift and all this and that. You know what? That's a lot of maybes, but but it does seem like they're traversing this SEC lawsuit. There's a lot of enthusiasm around it, which is why they are going up. So I don't know if that answers your question, but you'll have to decide whether or not you think it belongs in that 25% big cap that you have in your portfolio. All right, guys, that is it. Thanks for tuning in. Giveaway, make sure you enter about the secret code. I said I was going to reveal a clue. Think about it. It's 3 digits in length, so what could it be? And then take a look at this video. It relates.
What do you think about Ripple?
Well, I mean, I think it's too centralized, but I definitely want to meet Chris Larson.